The sushi and ramen bar. Stop in before or after the game for fresh sushi, savory ramen, and unbeatable student specials Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Kabuto, proud to fuel SUU game day. Thunderbirds come in on a 4-game losing streak. The Mavericks come in on a one. They won their last game. They're 3-2 in their last 5. We'll take a quick timeout. We've got more of the pregame show brought to you by Kabuto coming up. We'll hear from Coach Rob Jeter when we return, and we'll also have your Thunder 91 keys of the game coming up after this on Thunderbird Basketball on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, presented by Intermountain Health.
It's back on there. Let's change it.
Clark & Linford Jewelers has been a staple on Main Street in downtown Cedar City since the 1970s. Cedar has grown a lot since then, but we are still your hometown jeweler. Our commitment to our customers remains the same, to help you find pieces you will love for years to come. Whether you're looking for an engagement ring, wedding band, or fashion piece, we'd love the opportunity to help you find your piece. Find us at 83 North Main Street in Cedar City and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Clark & Linford Jewelers, still your hometown jeweler, where SUU gets engaged.
Bullock strives to be the very best in serving you in Cedar City, offering fashion, decor, and kids items, as well as a fun old-fashioned soda fountain and pharmacy. We are a place where you can come enjoy unique shopping, a fun atmosphere, and quality service from all of our 4 stores on Main Street. Bring the family, grab a treat, and find that perfect gift. Enjoy your shopping experience with us, Bullock's, 91 North Main in historic downtown Cedar City.
Kabuto's, St. George's #1 sushi and ramen bar. Student specials available Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Make sure and give them a follow on social media at Kabuto Utah for weekly giveaways and local events.
Pre-game show, time for your keys of the game, brought to you by Thunder 91.1, the SUU radio station, with more music, more variety, more SUU at Thunder 91.1 FM. Quick keys of the game. We're running a bit late, had some technical issues. We apologize for that. Number 1, stay in front on defense. Coach Jeter will tell you when you hear from him in a moment on the coach's interview that this Mavericks team, University of Texas Arlington, plays downhill. The Thunderbirds have got to make things tough for them, turn them into a jump shot team, a jump shooting team, force them to shoot from outside, not get easy layups. Key number 2, they've got to take care of the ball and win the turnover battle. This Texas Arlington team averages almost 15 points per game off turnovers, and the Thunderbirds have struggled with turnovers this season. They scored just 11.5 points off turnovers, while their opponents average 16 points per game off turnovers. Thunderbirds have got to switch that around and be better with the basketball, limit turnovers, take care of it. And no implosion. They, on Monday at Utah Tech, they held the Trailblazers scoreless without a field goal for almost the first 6 minutes, but then, and they led by 10 points, but then Tech went on a run. They scored 8 consecutive points, tied the score with about 5 minutes left in the first half, and then took a 1 point or a 2 point lead going into the half, and then ended up with that 80-66 victory over the Thunderbirds. So, and Coach Jeter calls that a self-implosion. They've got to be better for the full 40 minutes. So those are your keys of the game, brought to you by Thunder 91. Thunder 91.1, SUU's campus radio station. Clark & Linford Jewelers has been a part of downtown Cedar City since the 1970s. Our commitment to you remains the same. Quality jewelry, quality pricing, great customer service. Clark & Linford Jewelers in Cedar City, still your hometown jeweler, where SUU gets engaged. The Thunderbirds come into this game. We may not have time to hear from Coach Jeter during our pregame show just because of some of these technical issues, but Thunderbirds come in and they have not had a home game since December 1st, a win over West Coast Baptist, 124-59. And here's an interesting note about Southern Utah. In their wins, they're scoring 104 points per game. That's just 4 wins, obviously, and generally, right, you're going to score more points when you win the game. But this is interesting. In losses, they're averaging just 66 points per game. That's a big difference. In fact, I'm not a math major, but
what do you like?
That's 38 points difference, what they average scoring in wins versus what they average scoring in losses. So the Thunderbirds have got to find that offense and be consistent, especially against a team that is number 16 in the nation in points allowed per game and number 1 in the nation in three-point shooting defense at 24% allowed per game. So this is a very good Texas Arlington team. We're just a couple of minutes away from getting this one underway. So one more real quick, maybe 30-second, 1-minute timeout, and then we will be back with the interview with Coach Rob Jeter when we return on the Caboodle pregame show. And Thunderbird basketball on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, presented by Intermountain Health.
Holiday break, now back in the AFEC for one before 3 more conference games on the road. What do you like most about being back at home finally?
Well, just being home, and that's the best part about it. We've been on the road. That's the scheduling mistake on my end. That will never happen again. Everyone's trying to adjust, not just us. Everyone's trying to adjust to this new age of trying to get money for NIL and supplement budgets and money flying out the door like crazy. And I have to do a better job of managing the schedule so that, over a month, that's way too long to be on the road.
The non-conference game, non-conference slate rather, you guys picked up 4 wins. How would you assess that whole part of the schedule as now you really start to get into league play?
Well, it's obviously it's not good enough. We played some teams that were comparable, that we felt like we could have pulled out some victories. We did not. And then, of course, we played some teams where we're in over our head a little bit. We're all in the same thing. I mean, we can all talk about new players and we can say all these things. As coaches, we have to adjust. I haven't done a great job of getting this team to feel better about themselves and playing with more confidence and putting together wins. I'm always evaluating not only myself but our team, and I think there's some things we can do to help that. But right now, we got to deal with right in front of us. Right now, we're in the league, so we have to figure out a way to start feeling better. A win would help us out.
First conference game was on the road down in St. George. You guys fall in that one. Talk about what you saw from your team in that game.
Yeah, we started off great. I thought we were prepared to get out there, come out second half, get 4 straight stops. So defensively, we're doing some good things well. And then there's that 5 to 7 minutes where we just implode, or we just stop doing the things that are going to be necessary to win. And it happened again against Utah Tech.
In that game, offensively, did you feel like you saw some signs of growth from your team, and do you want to carry that over into this game?
I saw some signs. I think we're still a little inconsistent at getting the ball to Jaden. Jaden's our second leading scorer. Didn't get nearly the amount of touches that we wanted. Elijah is really good at getting downhill, but we also have to make sure that Dylan and Tanner are functioning and getting good looks. So, we're just trying to figure it all out, and it's too late now. We have to have a rhythm, and we're showing signs of life. Now we have to carry that for 40 minutes.
You always talk about the importance of playing good defense to win games. Where do you feel like the team's defense is at right now?
Well, we're not defending the arc very well. I think part of our defensive woes is that we have too many live ball turnovers. It's hard to defend in transition. So I would like to see a few games where we limit our turnovers and then see how much our defense improves. Half court, we're getting stops. You know, we keep track of 3 stops in a row. That's a kill for us. We're getting those. Our goal is 7 a game. We've had games where we've not quite reached that mark, but we're really close at 5 or 6. So we're on the verge of being a solid defensive team, but it's the live ball turnovers that I feel right now are really killing us.
Cale Barclay, the true freshman, got off to a really strong start this season, has slowed a bit statistically. How do you get him going with Jaden Farrow in the front court? Well,
as you play better, then people start to focus more on you. So I think there's a little bit of that. So that's a tribute to him playing well at the beginning of the season. Now he has to understand that, you know, confidence comes from just staying in the gym, staying committed, and keep your mental positivity. And as a freshman, you kind of go with those ups and downs. You know, you struggle a little bit, and your mentals, you know, I'm just not playing well. But you have to get over that. I think he's getting on the other side of that right now. But for us, we have to help him with easier touches around the basket.
UT Arlington is the first home conference game of the calendar year 2026 tonight. And Coach, talk about what the Mavericks, who are 1-1 in conference play, bring to the table.
Very athletic. Boy, relentless. They attack you downhill all night. We have to make sure that we're ready for that. Turn them into a jump shooting team. Get them to miss some shots over the top. But we have to eliminate the live ball turnovers, as I mentioned earlier, and then they can only get one shot. They get multiple opportunities against us. It's going to be a long night.
This team defensively has been really good this year. What makes them tough?
They defend the arc very well, make you play in those tough spaces. I talk about tough twos. They make you take a lot of those.
Coach, what's the biggest key to getting a win against the Mavericks tonight?
Defense.
Southern Utah head coach Rob Jeter.
Or less, they're 9-2 with 9-2, 9 wins, 2 losses when they out-rebound their opponent. So that'll be another big key for the Thunderbirds tonight. Again, your Thunder 91 keys of the game: stay in front on defense. Don't let UTA get easy buckets inside. Thunderbirds have got to take care of the ball and play a full 40 minutes. No implosion, as you may have heard Coach Rob Jeter mention it. Got to play that full 40 minutes and be consistent. Isaiah Cottrell against Miles Goodman for the tip. We're just about underway. Thanks for tuning in to the Cabuto pregame show. I'm Ryan Steinekert, and Thunderbirds in the home whites, and it's Goodman winning the tip for UTA. Thunderbirds set up in a man-to-man defense. The Mavericks attacking left to right from my view. Marcus Rigsby Jr. gives to Chavis. Thunderbirds double team on a pick and roll, and the Mavericks go down inside. Goodman working strong against Farrow. Can't get it over the top of him, and Farrow has the board. Duval pushes to the other end, forces it up against the D and puts it in. Elijah Duval playing downhill gets the bucket, and the Thunderbirds take a lead 2-0. Tip-off tonight was brought to you by Savage Services, the official transport and logistics partner of Southern Utah Athletics. From heavy haul to specialized transport, Savage can move anything, anytime, anywhere. Start your logistics with Savage, and thank you to Savage Services for supporting Thunderbird basketball. Duval cashes in on the free throw, a 3-point play, and the Thunderbirds lead 3-0. Jones defending on Rigsby Jr. Poke up top. And the pass to Chavis was poked away by the Thunderbirds. They work it around and get an easy two-handed flush. Miles Goodman. Thunderbirds got overextended out on the perimeter, and an easy bucket for UTA. 3-2 SUU on top. Just over 19 minutes left in the first quarter. Duval dribbles to his left. Farrow around to the right wing. Jones looks inside. Cottrell posted up. Turns and faces down on the right block. Spins in, gets in the lane, finds some space up off the window with the right-handed sky hook is too strong. Rebound poked around, and UTA has it. Chavis up to the left wing. Follows a pick and roll. Cottrell goes high on the roll, but no passing lane. Thunderbirds got some good help defense underneath. Seamster finds some space, drives in, shoots from just inside the free throw line. Missed it, but he was fouled. Jones keeps his hand in the air in disbelief for the Thunderbirds. Didn't think he made enough contact to be whistled for the foul. I don't see it either on the replay, but regardless, Rayshawn Seamster, preseason all-WAC selection, is at the free throw line. where he's a 56% shooter. 25 of 45 on the season, and true to form, misses the front end. Seamster, a transfer from Eastern Arizona College, originally from Portland, Oregon, and Roosevelt High School, which is extremely well known for its high school wrestling program. But boy, Seamster obviously is doing the basketball team proud, the alumni there. He hits the second free throw and ties the score at 3. 18:30 left, first quarter. Farrow bounces to Cottrell. May have heard Coach Jeter in our Cabuto pregame show mention the Thunderbirds have got to do a better job getting the ball to Farrow, second leading scorer on the team. Give and go from Cottrell to Duval, back to Cottrell, and Isaiah is fouled down in the middle. On the floor, the foul charged to Rigsby Jr., and SUU will inbound from the baseline with 20 on the shot clock. Farrow bounces in toward the middle, all poked away from Hayhurst, scooped up by Cottrell, and he misses the shot to the other end. Chavis misses, going up against Jones on a layup attempt, and UTA gets the rebound. They'll set up in the half court, up to the left wing. McCreary wanted the shot at the left elbow but couldn't get it. Inside instead they go, and the shot McCreary up, or Goodman rather, up with the right hand sky hook is short. Thunderbirds have the rebound. Duval pressured by McCreary, who almost got the steal up on the left wing, but Duval held on to it. To Jones on the left wing. Cottrell tries his chance at a three, and he hits! Isaiah's Cottrell first three-pointer since the Thunderbirds lost at Gonzaga back on November 17th. In fact, that was the only three-point basket Cottrell had made this season, but he puts the Thunderbirds up 6-3 with 17:20 left in the first quarter. That was from straight away. He is a good three-point shooter. You watch him in pregame warm-ups and practice, and he buries them. McCreary tries to answer from the left corner and splashes it home. We're tied at 6. Quick answer from the Mavericks. Thunderbirds, Duval passes up ahead to the left side looking for Hayhurst, and it's thrown out of bounds. The pass out wide. I mentioned Elijah Duval leads the team in scoring, assists, and steals. What I didn't mention until now, he also leads the team in turnovers. The freshman averaging 3.1 turnovers per game. And for SUU, I believe that's just a first turnover of the game. They need to keep those numbers low, take care of the basketball. That is a first turnover tonight for SUU. UTA has a chance to take the lead. We're tied at 6, just under 17 minutes left, first quarter. Chavis dribbles to his right, picks up the dribble. Thunderbirds still in a man-to-man. McCreary tries his hand at a deep right wing three. No. Farrow the rebound for Thunderbirds. The three was short. Abelar pushes up court and dishes off to Jones. Back to Zoe. He'll back it out to the logo. Pressure comes out in a man-to-man defense from UTA. Dribble and a bounce pass looking for Cottrell. It's too low at his knees and out of bounds as it bounces off of Isaiah Cottrell's kneecap. And a second consecutive turnover for SUU offensively. 6-6, we're tied. 16.5 left, first half. I may have said first quarter earlier. Getting a little mixed up there on my own. McCreary with it at the logo. Follows the screen to his left. Amari Reed checked into the game. He's posted up down low, but they go to McCreary. Cottrell comes over on help defense and swats it, but Reed has it, and then he's swatted by Farrow. Thunderbirds have it. Up court, Hayhurst fakes the three, then kicks to Jones. Left corner! Book it! Dylan Jones with the triple, 9-6. Thunderbirds back on top. Again, this UTA team allows opponents just 24% from three-point range, but the Thunderbirds have started 2 for 2 from downtown. SUU stays in a man-to-man defense. Chavis dribbles right, he followed a screen, kicks it back up top. Seamster gave it away, got it back, then to Rigsby left wing, triple, no, rebound, pulled in by UTA, but Lorenzo Abelar strips it away from Reed. Abelar up court, gives it back to Farrow, drive, and a kick out to Jones left wing, looking for Hayhurst, pass deflected away out of bounds to the UTA bench. Thunderbird basketball with 22 on the shot clock when we return from this timeout. 9-6 SUU leads on Thunderbird basketball on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, presented by Intermountain Health.
Bullock strives to be the very best in serving you in Cedar City, offering fashion, decor, and kids items, as well as a fun old-fashioned soda fountain and pharmacy. We are a place where you can come enjoy unique shopping, a fun atmosphere, and quality service from all of our 4 stores on Main Street. Bring the family, grab a treat, and find that perfect gift. Enjoy your shopping experience with us, Bullock's, 91 North Main in historic downtown Cedar City.
Kabuto's, St. George #1 sushi and ramen bar. Student specials available Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Make sure and give them a follow on social media at Kabuto Utah for weekly giveaways and local events.
(9-6), the Thunderbirds have started 2 for 2 from downtown and 3 of 5 overall from the floor. A couple of turnovers, but UTA on the flip side is just 1 for 3 from three-point range and 2 of 9 overall. So SUU a hot start. They're not going to keep that 100% clip going. But it's an interesting note for Southern Utah. They've held UTA to these 6 points through the first 5 minutes, or almost 5 minutes. And Southern Utah's defense through the first 6 games allowed 91 points per contest. And you look at what they've done overall this season, they're allowing 81 points a game. But over the last 8, that average is just 73 points per game. So they have gotten better and better defensively, and they're going to need to keep doing so. Jones misses from the right wing. Offensive rebound for SUU, and Abelar knocks it down from the right wing. Lorenzo Abelar shooting 42% from three-point range this season, puts the Thunderbirds up 12-6. Rigsby Jr. dribbles to his right. In the series history between these two teams, UTA leads 3 games to 2. They've won 3. The Thunderbirds have won 2. Rigsby Jr. down to the left baseline. Farrell cuts him off. Shot clock down to 6. They dish it off to Seamster. Backs into the lane against Farrell and shoots. No, that's Barclay who just checked in. Seamster misses. Barclay chases down the rebound. Abelar up across the timeline. Hot pass to Jones, right wing. Back up top to Abelar. 12-6, Thunderbirds lead. Barclay wants the triple, can't connect. Farrell, the offensive board, bounces back out to Jones, who kind of hesitates and then kicks it around left wing. Abelar short on the 3. Jones, Farrell rather, the offensive board. Out to Hayhurst for the triple. Splashes it home. 15-6, Thunderbirds lead. Offensive rebounds galore for Southern Utah. On that possession alone, they had 3 of them. 14 minutes remaining, first half. SUU on top by 9. 15-6. To the right wing goes Rigsby. Thunderbirds stay in a man-to-man defense. They kick it around and give to Chavis. Looks inside. Cameron Jackson, one of 2 players that returned from last year in this UTA Mavericks squad. Jackson dishes off, then a drive and a foul on the shot. We'll send Rigsby Jr. to the free throw line. An 80% free throw shooter. Just 10 free throw attempts this season. Coach Kenneth Turner leads the bench for this Mavericks team. He's in his 3rd season, has an overall record of 42-38. And last year, one of the biggest problems was just a 3-11 record on the road. But at home, they've been very good. And so far this season, 4-3 on the road. And 9-5 overall. Rigsby hits the first free throw, has one more coming. And he knocks it down. He continues to be a good free throw shooter. Had just 10 free throw attempts coming into tonight, but he goes 2 for 2 on that trip, so a 10 for 12 mark so far this season. 15-8, Southern Utah leads by 7. 13:35 left in this first half. High screen by Barclay. Lorenzo Abelar follows all the way down to the right baseline, then dribbles back out around to the top and gives to Jones. Dillon starts left, jabs left, and then dribbles right. Nothing doing there. Instead, Farrow gets it, tries to drive, gets all the way up and underneath, and too far underneath as he leaned forward, put the layup attempt up off the bottom of the glass. Rebound, UTA. The Mavericks with it on the left wing. They kick it around to Mason in the left corner. He wanted the 3, but turned it over. Farrow comes up with a steal. Hayhurst was out in front of everybody, but no passing lane. Instead to Abelar on the right wing. Looking inside, Barclay posted up. Barclay dribbles down, and then a little dream move by like Hakeem Olajuwon, fakes right, goes left, and then a second defender comes in and he's bumped, which causes him to travel. No whistle for the foul, a whistle for the travel. 15-8, Thunderbirds with their third turnover of the night. Barclay's had an interesting season. His first 4 games averaged almost 9 points per game, but since then just 3.5 points per contest as teams have become more aware of him and what he can do. Thunderbirds in kind of a hybrid zone man, and UGA passes it down inside. Abelar help defense, strips it away from Jackson, but as he comes up with possession, he's on the baseline. So no change of possession. They'll keep the shot clock at 15 for the Mavericks. They inbound to Jackson. Cameron on the left block, Cottrell defending, Abelar there for some help defense. They kick it left corner or left wing, and Lowry misses from 3. That was Jordan Lowry, the freshman from Denton, Texas. Thunderbirds tip the rebound and have it. Jones trying to drive, skips it across to Hayhurst, and then back up to Abelar. Thunderbirds 4 of 7 from 3-point range. Cottrell hit the first. Can he hit another? No, this one misses off the right side of the iron, and the rebound way out long to Jackson of UTA. Laster with the ball. That's Basile Laster, a sophomore from Pennsylvania. Looking for space, finds a lane down the left side, drives, hangs, and misses, but he was fouled. And I believe it'll be Barclay who they call the foul on. It is indeed. So Barclay picks up his second, and the Thunderbird lead is 7, 15-8 with 11:56 left first half. This is our second media timeout. Thunderbird fans want a great haircut at a great price at all SUU games. Keep an eye out for ways to score. You can score a cut for just $10.99. Great Clips has locations all across Utah. Great Clips, it's going to be great. More Thunderbird basketball coming up. They lead 15-8, and we'll be back on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, presented by Intermountain Health. Chrysalis is looking for people who want to make a difference by joining their team of direct support professionals. Team members provide supported living services and become mentors, coaches, and friends, make lasting memories, participate in fun activities, and help individuals reach their goals and become more independent. Chrysalis offers competitive pay and flexible schedules. More information and the online application are available at chrysalis.care. That's chrysalis.care.
Hermes Drive-In has served Cedar City and our visitors for more than 45 years. With a diverse menu and affordable prices, Hermes hopes you'll come back again and again for their burgers, Navajo tacos, fries, house-made fry sauce, and more. Located just north of the city park on Main Street, Hermes also offers shakes, soft drinks, and a weekly special. All roads lead to Hermes Drive-In, a proud sponsor of our local youth activities and activities.
15-8 as we return from that timeout. Laundry Made Easy, the Main Street Washateria preferred laundromat of SUU Athletics, is clean, relaxing, and has free Wi-Fi, so you can get work done while your clothes get clean. Or drop your clothes off and let us do the work for you. Main Street Washateria, making laundry stress-free in Cedar City. At the free throw line, Basile Laster, and he hits the first of 2 free throws, 15-9. That brings the Mavericks within 6. Thunderbirds scoreless over the last 2:18. Laster, originally from Pennsylvania, went to Harcum College, where he was a standout, averaged 15 points, 7 rebounds per game, and he hits the second free throw. Transferred to UTA this year. Lorenzo Abelar goes all the way coast to coast, lots of contact. He barely made it down the floor, but no whistle, and he missed the layup attempt pretty badly. Lowry kicks it across to Basile Laster, who misses the 3. Rebound tipped up, and Farrow has it for Southern Utah. Thunderbirds go quickly. Hayhurst right corner 3, can't get that to go. Hayhurst, a 47% three-point shooter, that probably does not get enough three-point shot attempts. Seamster tries from the left wing. No, that was Mason. Tyron Mason missed it, but Laster has the rebound for UTA. 15-10, a 5-point game. Farrow gives ground to Cameron Jackson, who leaned in hard, and then he stops and turns, puts it up and in with the left hand. Thunderbirds just one of their last 5 from three-point range. Cottrell, who missed earlier, says, no, I'm not going to take it this time. Goes down in the paint. Nice little shimmy, but he can't hit with the left hand. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Farrell fighting for it. Gets it off of UTA, and SUU has the ball with just a 3-point lead. It's a 6-0 Mavericks run over the last 3.5 minutes, and SUU has gone cold for that span. They started 3 for 3 from three-point range. They've hit just one of their last 6. Farrow to inbound. Lobs in. It's deflected backcourt. McCreary chases it down and loses it out of bounds. Jones may have gotten a hand. Looks like he did get a hand on it. And it's UTA basketball. So Southern Utah with their 4th turnover of the night. That's starting to become an issue. Jaden Farrow has just 1 field goal attempt. He missed it. 6 rebounds, couple assists, a steal, and a block already tonight. 2 blocks for Isaiah Cottrell. Duval checks back in for the first time in a while after starting the game. So you've got Cottrell, Duval, Hayhurst, Farrow, and Rock Lee, who just checked in. Jalen Lee, the 6'7 sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia. Thunderbirds in a man-to-man defense, inbound to Rigsby Jr. He turns to face Cottrell from the left block and steps out, and then that Lee comes in and strips it away. Jalen dribbles up to the left wing and then kicks it back outside to Duval to reset the offense. Hand to Cottrell. He's given space, but not going to take the 3 this time. Lee, and a foul away from the ball as Farrow was trying to post up. Tyron Mason got a little too tight, a little too handsy, and Tyron Mason picks up his first. That's a 3rd team foul against the Mavericks. 10:27 left, first half. Thunderbirds up 15-12, but SUU is scoreless for almost the last 4 minutes. Inbound to Hayhurst. He fires back toward the middle and throws it away. Thought he had Farrow coming in from the inbound pass, and instead going all the way to the other end. Laster out of control, elbows Farrow in the face, misses the layup. Wild play as the Thunderbirds get it down to Burdick in the right corner. Kai Burdick just checked into the game. They go inside, Jalen Lee. Rock misses, Burdick fights for the rebound, and then it's saved by UTA. Thunderbirds get it. Rock goes up strong. He's hammered hard and will earn a trip to the free throw line. Boy, they are letting them play quite a bit tonight. Abelar got mugged earlier and got no whistle. And Rock goes down hard. Boy, you could take your pick. 2 or 3 different Mavericks committed a foul as Lee went up for that shot. In fact, the officials may be considering whether this is a technical or a flagrant foul, rather, because it was a hard foul. 10 minutes left, first half. Thunderbirds up 15-12. And Pizza Hut is proud to support SUU Athletics with a special deal for Thunderbird fans. Here's your deal. Stop in at Pizza Hut and get a medium 1-topping pizza and a 20-ounce drink for just $9.99 when you order online. So you go online, enter the promo code M03. Nice and easy. M as in money, 03. Start with an empty cart, enter the code, then choose your pizza and drink. It's a medium pizza, 20-ounce drink, and the price drops to just $9.99. Nobody out-pizzas the Hut, and nobody supports the T-Birds like Pizza Hut. At minimum, the officials right now trying to figure out who they're going to give this foul to. You could take your pick of at least 3 different Mavericks that were right there contesting the shot of Rock Lee and committed a foul. They're also, I think, considering whether this is a flagrant foul, as one of them hit Rock in the head. Jalen Lee will get free throws. He's a 67% free throw shooter. Thunderbirds as a team this season, 71% from the free throw line. This Mavericks team, you can see Thunderbirds have gone scoreless for 4+ minutes. And a big part of that is the way this Mavericks team plays defense. They're fast, they're long, they're physical, and they do not let up. And that's the reason they're number 16 in the nation. All of NCAA men's basketball, number 16 in points allowed per game at just 63.6. And in case you missed it earlier, both these teams have played University of Texas Rio Grande Valley, UTRGV. Or you'll remember, if you're a Thunderbird fan, SUU lost to UTRGV 95-72 in the second game of the regular season. UTA played UTRGV just December 11th, so 3 weeks ago, and allowed UTRGV just 50 points. Little cheer from the crowd as it is indeed a flagrant foul called against, I believe they said, Miles Goodman. And so Rock Lee will get two free throws just all by himself down there while everybody else waits near midcourt. He swishes the first. Lee averages 4.5 points per game, just 12.5 minutes as he finds time and space and his rhythm within the offense. Missed the second free throw, back iron, and the Thunderbirds, that's their first point in the last 4 minutes, 15 seconds. And now they'll inbound. They lob it into Burdick, posted down inside. He'll kick it back out to Lee for three, and it rattles in. Rock Lee gets the free throw and the three. Not quite a 4-point play, but pretty close to it. And SUU leads 19-12. Thunderbirds 50%, 5 of 10 from three-point range here in this first half. Just under 10 minutes to go. 19-12, SUU leads. UTA pushes outside Jordan Lowry. They go right corner, and down on the baseline, McCreary dribbles off his own foot. Burdick was playing physical, and to his credit, the officials are allowing that so far tonight. He pushed McCreary enough that he was off balance and dribbled off his own foot out of bounds. A fourth turnover of the night for University of Texas at Arlington. Their first NCAA season, 1959-60 season. That's Duval from downtown, and he hits. He just steps up. Defense wasn't close enough on him, so the freshman says, I will take it, and I will hit it. 22-20, Thunderbirds on a 7-0 run, then lead by 10. Seamster at the free throw line, dribbles in against Farrow. Farrow gives ground and then strips the ball away. Duval to the other end, lays it in. He skies and lays it in with the left hand. 24-14, Thunderbirds on a 9-0 run over the last 2 minutes. They are fired up, and Coach KT Turner wants a timeout for his Mavericks. What was a 3-point game balloons into a 12-point Thunderbird lead with 8:55 left in this first half. Timeout on the floor, and this is a 30-second coach's timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Coach Jeter said earlier today, told us that they just love being back at home, and it's a long time coming. Thunderbirds played 4 straight games on the road. They hadn't played on the road since last year. That's not saying much yet at this point because we're just 3 days into the year, but it literally was more than a month ago when SUU beat West Coast Baptist 124-59 on December 1st. And then 4 games on the road at Oregon State, Washington, Northern Arizona, and Utah Tech, in which SUU went 0-4, looking to snap that 4-game losing streak. And they've started well enough so far tonight. 6 of 11 from three-point range. Elijah Duval already 8 points tonight to go along with a rebound and a steal. The Mavericks have it to restart the action. Thunderbirds some high perimeter pressure in his zone defense. McCreary dribbles to his right, chucks it up, and gets bailed out. I didn't see contact. My angle was not great for certain, but I believe they're going to call a foul on Kai Burdick, who was defending. And taking a look at the replay, I think it's the same angle I have from the camera. A bit of a bump with the body, but boy, the way they're letting play so far tonight, I'm surprised that they blew a whistle on that one. Seamster with it on the left wing, 15 on the shot clock. Top of the key, McCreary says, I'm going to hit this, and he does. A triple from McCreary, who now has 3 points. Make it 6 in the game after that 3. Duval finds some space, goes in, and is wrapped up for a jump ball. Possession arrow, Southern Utah. Cash Chavis did not like that call. Maybe thought he was fouled somehow, but Duval had possession, found some space in the lane, but then got wrapped up for the jump. Farrell will inbound. You got Farrell, Jones, Burdick, Lee, and Abelar just checked in for Duval. Farrow to inbound, thinking about the lob to Burdick, instead goes to Jones. Now they give it to Burdick, right elbow. He'll kick it to Abelar, then Farrow down on the left block. 15-14 on the shot clock as Farrow dribbles into the lane to the free throw line, fades away and misses short. Burdick fights for the rebound but can't get around Cameron Jackson. The 6'8 sophomore has the rebound for the Mavericks. Chavis dribbles to his left, then kicks up top. McCreary, another three, another bucket. That's 2 straight triples for Marcel McCreary. And that brings UTA within 6, 24-18. Abelar drives to the left block, dishes off to Burdick, 5-foot floater in the lane, nothing but net. Abelar steps in front of Chavis, who lowers the shoulder. Abelar goes sliding back about 15 feet and draws the charge. Easy call there. Chavis looking like he was setting a block for his running back. Not playing basketball. 26-18, another media timeout. Thunderbirds will have it when we return, and they have an 8-point lead on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, presented by Intermountain Health.
This is Adam from Levitt Group Insurance. Thank you, SUU, for allowing us to be a part of this great community. We are honored to be your exclusive insurance sponsors and wish all our athletes the best this year. Levitt Group Insurance, proudly representing Auto Owners Insurance, will provide you with great rates for all your insurance needs. For more information or to get a quote, please visit us at levitt.com/SUU. From all of us at Levitt Group Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance, thanks for the opportunity to serve you.
Since 1956, Les Olson IT has been behind the scenes, powering the people and businesses that make Utah thrive. 10 years ago, we expanded into IT and became Utah's trusted managed service provider, rooted in reliability, powered by innovation. Les Olson IT, celebrating 10 years of keeping Utah connected. Les Olson IT, providing solutions that empower your business.
Les Olson IT.
26-18, the Thunderbirds they were on a scoring drought, but then they woke back up. They've hit 4 of their last 5 field goal attempts, and they lead 26-18. Marcel McCreary has woken up as well. He's already at 9 points on 3 of 4 from 3-point range. He's scored in double figures in 9 straight games and looking to make that 10. The senior guard from Fort Worth, Texas, by way of Air Force and Northern Colorado. Thunderbirds on top 26-18. They want to be on top at the half. This UT Arlington team is 7-1 this season when they have a lead at the half. And again, one of the better defensive teams in the country. Thunderbirds with it, attacking left to right from my view. SUU in the home whites, red numerals. And Jones pressured high out on the left perimeter. McCreary really up in his grill, barely gets the pass away to Cottrell. Duval hands off to Abelar. High screen by Cottrell. Starts left, goes right. He's tripped and goes to the floor. Chucks up a shot in an attempt to get himself to the free throw line. I don't think the official bought it. We'll see. Abelar goes to the line. That was some quick thinking by Lorenzo Abelar to earn a trip to the free throw line, where he's a 68% shooter. Thunderbirds as a team, 72% from the free throw line. So far tonight, 5 turnovers. Abelar hits the first, and SUU leads 27-18. SUU with 13 rebounds, 4 steals as a team so far, and they lead 28-18 as Abelar steps up and hits both free throws. A 10-point SUU lead with 7:18 left first half. Inbound to Seamster. He'll kick it off to McCreary. Thunderbirds applying some full court pressure. Maybe just trying to slow the Mavericks down as much as anything. Laster pushes some tempo, then kicks it off, gets it back, and then dishes to McCreary. On the right wing, he hits from the right corner. McCreary, that's 10 straight games in double figures. He's got 12 tonight. And boy, just about on his own. That's 9 points on 3 threes in the last about 5 possessions. Cottrell tries to dribble at the free throw line and gives it up. A little too fancy. McCreary again, left wing. Yes, again, McCreary. 5 of 6 from 3-point range. Almost single-handedly keeping this Mavericks team in the game. He's got 15 of UTA's 24 points and all of their last 12 on 4 3-pointers. Farrell on the left wing, bounces to Cottrell, top of the key. Hands to Jones, dribbling free throw line, pulls up at the right angle, the right elbow, and misses short. Went to the floor. He didn't get room to come down, but the rebound, UTA. On the left wing, Laster dribbles left, looking to bounce it. Nice wraparound pass to Cameron Jackson with a two-handed flush. And the Mavericks are within 2. It goes from a 10-point Thunderbird lead to a 2-point Thunderbird lead in just a matter of minutes. Abelar dribbles through the lane, then kicks it back outside. Duval with the pressure right out on him. The Mavericks in a man-to-man defense. Duval hesitates. He's pushed from the side. And boy, it's going to be tough for these players to can figure out what's a foul. Smoot with a little bit of a bump. And we've seen far worse contact not called as a foul tonight. Boy, on the replay, it doesn't even look like contact at all. But we'll take it. Thunderbirds will inbound from the baseline. Smoot picks up his first personal. That's a 6th team foul. Inbound to Cottrell at the free throw line. Jabs right to his left, then spins back to his right and puts it up and in with the right hand. Great move to get down closer to the hoop and a higher percentage shot. Cottrell shoots almost 50% from the floor. The Thunderbirds up 4, 30-26 with 5:20 left in the first half. Laster to McCreary at the top of the key, pick and roll, and they give it to a cutting Miles Goodman, who's fouled on his way to the hoop. Not a lot fouled, but just enough. They did get a piece of his arm, the Thunderbirds. Rock Lee picks up his first and sends Goodman to the free throw line. Goodman, a 70% free throw shooter, but just 7 of 10 on the year. Averages 3.5 points per game. Tonight has 2. Looking to make it 3, and he does not. It rattles and pops out. Thunderbirds with Hayhurst, Farrow, Cottrell, Lee, and Duval on the floor. Looking to keep their lead or extend it a little bit after this free throw from Goodman. And he misses it, but an offensive rebound by Seamster, and Hayhurst fouls him, swatting at the basketball. Getting a little bit chippy as Hayhurst was trying to get out of the way, and he had a Maverick right behind him, so he couldn't move. Another Maverick came in and shoved him to get him away from Seamster. Thunderbird fans a little bit excited because the 2 free throws missed in a row means free Culver's cheese curds tonight if you show your ticket at Culver's. But the offensive rebound gives UTA another crack on this possession. McCreary to inbound, he has to take a timeout, had nobody open. Boy, I can't recall the last time I saw that in a college basketball game. A timeout because they couldn't inbound the ball within the 5 seconds. This is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. 30-26, the Thunderbirds with the lead. They've led almost from start to this point tonight as they've shot the ball well. 6 of 11 from three-point range and 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Discover adventure in every season. Visit Cedar City for vibrant festivals, Red Rock hikes, and a thriving arts scene. Then head up the mountain to Bryan Head for world-class skiing, biking, and cool alpine escapes. Come for the views, stay for the experience. Visit Cedar City, Bryan Head. Got your Cache Valley Bank halftime show coming up. Stay tuned for that. In the meantime, still 5:15 left in this first half. University of Texas at Arlington averages 71 points a game. The Thunderbirds 6 points better than that. They average 77, but defensively, SUU has allowed 81 points per night, whereas the Mavericks allow just 63.5 points per game. Number 16 in the nation. Looking to inbound, and again, a little trouble getting it in, but the Thunderbirds called for a hold. And a whistle will send, that's a 6th, maybe a 7th Thunderbird team foul. Lorenzo Abelar, the guilty party, will... The officials discussing who was held, so who goes to the free throw line. Looks like Miles Goodman, since that's a 7th Thunderbird team foul. Goodman, so far tonight, 0 for 2 from the free throw line. 2 points, a steal, and a block. And this free throw on the 1-and-1 misses. Rebound out in the corner. Abelar has it. chased it down just in front of Rayshawn Seamster. So SUU up by 4, looks to extend its lead. Abelar dribbling out high on the left wing. Smoot defending tight. Thunderbirds find Cottrell inside, and he hesitates. Defense flies by, and he puts it in. Cottrell with a nice start tonight. That's 7 points on 3 of 6 from the floor. Couple rebounds, couple of blocks, and SUU leads 32-26. 4:44 left in the first half. McCreary out high near the logo. Kicks it right side to Rigsby Jr. Jabs left, dribbles right, finds he's cut off, then kicks it back out to McCreary. Abelar quickly closes out. McCreary drives left, pulls up from the left elbow, and rattles it in, somehow fading away. It rattled, popped to the glass, and then rattled back down and in. McCreary having a night, 17 points already. His career high 26 points when he played for Northern Colorado. That came against Colorado State. Abelar dribbles to the right angle, pulls up from 10 feet, and it rattles out, no good. McCreary the rebound for UTA. Kicks it across to Seamster, down left corner, Smoot travels. I think his right foot was his pivot foot, and he jabbed left, but he clearly drug his right pivot foot as well as he went to jab and then try to drive to his right. So that'll take us to the under 4 media timeout. 32-28, Thunderbirds lead on Thunderbird basketball. Brought to you by Ben Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth on Thunder 91, presented by Intermountain Health.
What can you find at Mountain Lighting? A great selection of light fixtures and ceiling fans from top names in lighting like Visual Comfort, Savoy House, Kichler, and many more. And with our price match guarantee, you can rest assured you'll not only find great quality, but great value as well. Looking for home decor items and accessories? Yeah, we've got all that. From furniture to wall decor, including paintings, mirrors, clocks. We've got pillows and other unique home decor items. So come to Mountain Lighting for all your lighting and home decor needs.
32-28, Thunderbirds lead University of Texas Arlington Mavericks. Last time these teams met, SUU trailed 36-25 at the half last January 30th and lost 70-68. But here at SUU, the last time these teams met, SUU won by 5, 73-68. Abelar did not score in that game. Burdick did not play in that game, and everybody else other than but Langston Binns wasn't a part of the Thunderbird basketball team. A little bit of an issue. They inbounded the ball, and did the play clock not start? Not sure what it is, but they'll make SUU inbound it again. Lee drops it back court to Duval. To Jones on the left wing. Jones and Hayhurst both quiet so far. Hayhurst has a 3. Jones has 1 as well, but they've both just attempted two shots. Lee, top of the key, wanted the 3, but defense is there. Instead, he drives and chucks it up with the left hand. A little wild and misses too strong off the window. Rebound, the Mavericks. They dribble up to the left side. Laster follows a screen. Cameron Jackson. Then Laster dices through the lane, but a moving screen against Jackson. Jackson set the screen, and then as he continued to screen as he moved through the lane. Normally that would be a nice pick and roll, but since Laster followed him down the lane, it was a moving screen. So Thunderbird basketball, that's 8 turnovers for the Mavericks. Inbound to Farrow, he'll hand off Duval. Elijah Duval, 8 points, leads the Thunderbirds in scoring so far. Hayhurst wanted the 3, but Seamster right there on the D. Inside instead they go. Cottrell, and he finds Farrow, who's up and under. McCreary undercuts him, and Farrow goes down hard. That was a dangerous foul by McCreary, who really had no chance to get the block. Good thing for Thunderbird fans, Farrow stays down for a moment and then gets up without trouble, but my goodness. McCreary picks up his first personal. And Farrow will go to the line. That's his first bucket tonight. He's attempted just 3 shots. Second leading scorer on the team, Jaden Farrow. Averages almost 12 points per game. Opponents, of course, know that, and they try to slow him down. But Coach Jeter told us earlier tonight that it feels like his team needs to do a better job of getting the ball to Farrow so he can get more shots. Hits the free throw. Farrow leads the team, 97% free throw shooter. He is 31 of 32 this season from the charity stripe. 3:10 left first half. Thunderbirds up 7, 35-28. Full court pressure from SUU. McCreary fires to Laster, who crosses the timeline just in time. Off to Rigsby Jr. They go to Jackson at the free throw line. One dribble, then gives to McCreary on the right wing. Hayhurst fights through the screen and stays in front of McCreary. Starts left, goes back to his right. Hayhurst right in front of him. He has to kick it back outside to Laster, who dribbles to his right, then kicks to McCreary. Right corner 3, no, short. Rebound, McCreary has it. He followed his screen, tried to pass to a cutting Laster. The Thunderbirds take it away. Duval up court, right corner, Jones, triple, no! Hang high on the rim. Farrow goes up for the rebound, and he's undercut by Seamster. No, they'll call the foul on Farrow going up over Seamster. Jaden Farrow looking for his 7th rebound, went a little too much. And Seamster, or will it be Jackson? I think it's Seamster going to the free throw line. Seamster, the leading scorer on this team, 14 points, 7 rebounds a game so far tonight. 1 point, 2 rebounds, but 3 assists, a steal, and a block. And Seamster at the line, a 56% free throw shooter so far tonight, is 1 for 2. Thunderbird fans making some noise on this 1-and-1 attempt, and Seamster gets the roll. Bounced high off the back of the iron, then to the right, then to the left, and a couple more bounces on the back, and it dropped down through. 35-29, Thunderbirds lead by 6, 2:29 left in this first half. Stay tuned for our Cache Valley Bank halftime show. We'll give you some first half highlights and stats. Seamster, another free throw coming. Of the 12 games, or the 14 games he's played this season, he's scored in double figures 12 times. He makes the second free throw and has 3 so far tonight. 35-30, Thunderbirds up 5. Duval left wing to Hayhurst. Goes to Cottrell at the top of the key, looking for Jones. He cuts back door, gets a lane to the hoop, and skies to the hole for the layup. That makes it 37-30, Thunderbirds up with 2:07 left to play in the first half. Jones on the backdoor cut. Candidate for our play of the game. UTA works it around. Laster, open 3, left corner, hits. 37-33. Quick answer from the Mavericks, and they are 6 of 12 from 3-point range. Thunderbirds, the same number, 6 of 12 from beyond the arc. Both these teams shooting well from outside. Duval gets a screen from Cottrell, pulls up top of the key inside the 3-point range and buries it. Duval has 10, and the Thunderbirds lead again by 6, 39-33, 1:24 left first half. Lowry kicks it left side to Seamster. They work right side, Laster. And then at the top to McCreary, who's got 17 already tonight. He goes right at Farrow, uses some muscle, but then Farrow right on him, has to kick it back outside. 3-2, Lowry fades away from the left elbow and knocks it down. Big bucket there from the freshman Jordan Lowry as the shot clock expired. 4-point Thunderbird lead with 50 seconds left first half. Duval dribbles out on the left wing to a cutting Hayhurst at the free throw line. Starts left, dribbles back to his right, then gives to Jones in the lane, floats with the left and hits. Dylan Jones with 4 quick points, and SUU leads by 6. Shot clock 5 seconds ahead of the game clock at 27-26 left in this first half. Thunderbirds up 41-35. Lowry takes his time, looking for that 10-second mark on the play clock, or on the shot clock. To Laster on the left wing, then back up to Lowry. High screen by Seamster. Lowry dribbles left, then puts it up with the left hand and misses short. Cottrell, the Thunderbird rebound. and he throws it away. Lowry stayed back and got the steal. Goes in, hesitates, and up and over Cottrell, and the buzzer sounds to end the first half. Thunderbirds with 7 turnovers in the first half, and points off turnovers right there for Jordan Lowry. SUU, though, leads by 4, 41-37 at the half. And we've got your Cache Valley Bank halftime show coming up when we return. Thunderbirds with a 4-point lead on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, presented by Intermountain Health.
When you're ready to sell your home, doesn't it make sense to hire a seasoned professional? I'm Jennifer Davis from ERA Realty Center. With my 25 years of experience, I can see around the corner for problems or opportunities that a less experienced agent may miss. And my extensive list of buyers will mean a shorter time on the market and more dollars for you at closing. For a free consultation, call me at 586-9775 or go to buyincedar.com. I'm Jennifer Davis. Put my experience to work for you.
Just like your favorite team brings the action, Pioneer Floor Coverings brings it home. With winning floors for every style and budget, we've got the game changers. Carpet for comfort, LVP for durability, hardwood for that all-star look. Locally owned and trusted across southern Utah, Pioneer Floor Coverings delivers championship service at unbeatable prices. Swing by our showrooms in Cedar City or St. George, or score big now at pioneerfloor.com. Pioneer Floor Coverings, bring home the win!
With food that's made from scratch and fresh to order, Hermes Drive-In has options that every member of your family will enjoy. From your favorite burgers and fries to sandwiches, drinks, shakes, and more. Hermes is centrally located and easy to find at 294 North Main Street, just north of the city park. Serving you and our community for more than 45 years, Hermes Drive-In is a proud sponsor of our students and athletes.
You want a job that makes a difference in the world. So join the Chrysalis team. Chrysalis is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we have flexible schedules for everyone. College student? No problem. Extra job? You got it. But what if you're looking for a career path? Absolutely. Chrysalis has mornings, days, and grave shifts available. Get paid to have fun, go to movies, share your talents, and make a difference. At Chrysalis, you are a mentor, a teacher, and a friend. Apply online at chrysalis.care.
Southern Utah leads 41-37 at the half. Cache Valley Bank is proud to serve Cedar City community with personal local banking you can trust. Whether it's checking, savings, loans, or business services, the team at Cache Valley Bank is committed to helping you reach your financial goals. Stop by their Cedar City location and experience the difference of a true community bank. Cache Valley Bank, where relationships matter. This is the Cache Valley Bank halftime show. Ryan Steinekert here. The Thunderbirds on top 41-37, and they shot the ball extremely well. Now the one worry is that UTA shot the ball pretty well in that first half too. Both defenses struggling to slow the other team down. Southern Utah goes for 50% from three-point range. It was interesting, several weeks ago I had a chance to just chat with Coach Rob Jeter, and at the time and even now coming into tonight, Thunderbirds shooting just 30%, 31% from three-point range, and a few weeks ago they were down around 26%. Coach Jeter told me, we're gonna get better. We're a better three-point shooting team than this, so it'll get better as the season goes on. I just didn't expect it to be better or get better against the #1 three-point shooting defense in the country. University of Texas Arlington allows teams just 24.5% shooting from three-point range, but tonight Southern Utah 50% in that first half. If they can keep that going, boy, Southern Utah would could keep pace and pick up the win tonight, which would be great for SUU. From the floor overall, 48% for Southern Utah. They had 7 first half turnovers, and they they were out-rebounded by the Mavs 17-15. But on the scoreboard, Southern Utah leads 41-37. Now, again, look at some other numbers real quick here and what UTA has done so far this year. Southern Utah is on pace to score 82. Obviously, there's a lot of variables that will change how things go in that second half coming up, but the Mavericks allow, on average, just 64, and let's be exact, 63.6 points per game this season. The most they've allowed would be they lost to Arkansas State 83-63. They allowed Stanford to score 76, and they allowed Tarleton State to score 69. So if Southern Utah can get somewhere in the ballpark of 75 or 80, they'd be doing really good against this team. But one other team did score in the 70s. Weber State lost to UTA 74-73. So they scored 73 in that game. But bottom line is this is a University of Texas at Arlington team that is very good on defense. Number 16 in the nation, allowing just 63.6 points per game. But Southern Utah with 41 in that first half. Got to be feeling pretty good about where they're at. 5 of 6 from the free throw line, and again 48% overall. Now on the negative side, Southern Utah allowed the Mavericks to shoot 50% from three-point range as well, including Marcel McCreary's 5 of 7 from beyond the arc and 17 points to lead all scorers. Thunderbirds' Elijah Duvall had 10 points to lead SUU in the first half in scoring. Another note that University of Texas Arlington scored or shot 46% from the floor, and again out-rebounded SUU 17-15 overall, including 5-4 on the offensive glass. We'll have some more stats and highlights coming up when we return. U.S. Bank is proud to sponsor the SUU Thunderbirds. Stop by our U.S. Bank branch in Cedar City for all your banking needs. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. More of the Cache Valley Bank halftime show coming up on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, presented by Intermountain Health.
Kabuto, Southern Utah's #1 sushi and ramen restaurant. Make sure to stop in, students, Monday through Friday, 11 to 3 p.m. for student specials. Follow us at Kabuto, Utah for special events and giveaways.
Township Pharmacy and Bullock's Drug offer the service of a local pharmacy with a personal touch. Traditional quality service with modern-day conveniences. Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off North Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown at 91 North Main. Both have trained pharmacists to take care of your pharmaceutical needs and fill your prescriptions. Township Pharmacy and Bullock's Drug are happy to serve you and to support our local athletes.
Bullock.
At Cache Valley Bank, we value our heritage and the history we've built within our communities. With over 45 years of experience behind us, we are confident in our ability to equip our customers with the necessary tools and expertise to navigate their financial journey. Whether you are ready to expand your existing business, embark on a new business venture, or are seeking better personal banking, let us help you reach new heights. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await.
Welcome back to the Cache Valley Bank halftime show. Ryan Steinekert here, and the Thunderbirds with a lead over the University of Texas at Arlington Mavericks, 41-37. Thunderbirds come in at 0-1 in the WAC and 4-10 overall. UTA at 9-5 overall, 1-1 in the conference. We'll take a look at the WAC scoreboard here in just a moment, but wanted to note a couple of other items. The Thunderbirds leading in points in the paint, 18-12, and points off turnovers, 11-5. Plus second chance points, SUU on top, 9-2. And that's one thing that Coach Rob Jeter said they had to do better, is not allow or not give the Mavericks a lot of second chance points or second chance point opportunities, and they've not done that so far. Just 2 second chance points for the Mavericks, but they have out rebounded SU on the offensive glass, 5-4. Again, the thing that SU has got to keep going somehow is they're shooting the ball well. 6 of 12, that's 50% from beyond the arc and 48% from the floor. There's a team that shoots 45% normally from the floor and just 31% from beyond the arc. I think for SUU, the defense has got to get better as well. They allowed similar numbers to the Mavericks in the first half, and not expecting that your shooting percentages will go down, but again, when you're a 31% three-point shooting team and you shot 50% in the first half, that number is likely to go down in the second half, so the defense has got to step up. And that's one thing that Coach Jeter said he wanted his team to do, is make sure that they force the Mavericks into tough shots. He said, turn them into a jump shooting team. They play downhill, they're athletic and fast, and Southern Utah's got to do that, or continue to do that in the second half. We'll have a WAC scoreboard coming up for you. Coming up, again, the SU women played earlier today at UT Arlington. We'll tell you how that went and more when we return with more Thunderbird basketball, and then your second half action coming up on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, presented by Intermountain Health.
Are you hungry for the usual today? Or are you craving something uncommonly delicious like the meaty masterpiece, the Hook and Ladder Sub from Firehouse Subs? They start by piling it high with freshly sliced smoked turkey breasts and Virginia honey ham. Oh, then they top it with melted Monterey Jack and serve it hot in a toasted roll. Save time by ordering your Hook and Ladder with the Firehouse Subs app today, downtown Cedar City. It's Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs, save more lives.
Township Pharmacy and Bullock's Drug are here for you, the Cedar City community. With expert pharmacists on site, Township and Bullock can help you take care of your pharmaceutical needs and fill your prescriptions. Both locations offer curbside service for your convenience. Bullock's Drug is downtown at 91 North Main Street, while Township Pharmacy is near the hospital just off Main Street. Township Pharmacy and Bullock's Drug, grateful and proud supporters of our local students and athletes.
Here at Culver's, we're known for our fresh, delicious food. What most of you don't know is for the last several years, we've been training Southern Utah's most elite basketball players. Sometimes they need instruction, and that's where I step in. Practice makes perfect, but we demand perfection.
Bradshaw Chevrolet Buick is Cedar City's original hometown dealership. Family owned and serving the area since 1931. Obviously, they're doing several things right. Bradshaw Chevrolet Buick is your full service dealership. Sales, service, body shop, detail shop, and their service department stands behind what they sell. And what they sell is a large selection of new and GM certified used vehicles. It's Bradshaw Chevrolet Buick, 360 North Main.
41-37 at the half. The Thunderbirds lead on the Cache Valley Bank halftime show. Bullock's is more than just a pharmacy. Stop in for a handcrafted soda or some sweet treats and everything else we have to offer in downtown Cedar City. Bullock's a proud supporter of SU athletics. And time for a quick look at the WAC scoreboard. Earlier today, Abilene Christian beat Utah Valley in men's hoops, 85-68. And Tarleton State took down California Baptist. California Baptist now 0-3 in the WAC. They were the preseason favorite to win the WAC. Now, that doesn't mean they still can't do that, but just a surprise 0-3 start for California Baptist to start WAC play, and including they lost at University of Texas at Arlington. This team that Southern Utah is playing tonight, they lost there on Thursday, 63-51. And then Southern Utah leading at the half, 41-37. In women's hoops earlier today, SUU's women won at UT Arlington. The Thunderbirds improved to 2-0 in the WAC with a 58-55 win. California Baptist beat Tarleton State 80-68. California Baptist at 3-0 in the women's side. And Utah Valley beat Abilene Christian to improve to 2-1 in the WAC, 9-5 overall. 69-67 the final score for Utah Valley in that win. 41-37 here at the half. Southwest Airlines is a proud sponsor of SU Athletics. SkyWest is the world's largest regional airline and has been a part of Southern Utah community for more than 50 years. No matter where you want to go, SkyWest 2 daily Delta connection flights from Cedar City to Salt Lake make it easy to get there. Fly local from Cedar City, and with one connection, you can reach hundreds of destinations on Delta's global network. Thunderbirds were led by Elijah Duvall's 10 points on 4 of 5 from the floor. Cottrell had 7, Jones had 7, Hayhurst and Farrell had 3 points apiece, Abelar with 5, Lee 4, and Burdick 2. A lot of different players getting in on the scoring action. McCreary led the way, leading all scorers. He had 17 first half points, including 5 of 7 from three-point range. And then Laster had 5, Jackson, Lowry had 4 points apiece, Seamster with 3. The leading scorer had just 3 points in that first half, and then Rigsby Jr. and Goodman had 2 points apiece for the Mavericks. No car, no problem. St. George Shuttle has you covered with reliable rides from Cedar City down to Vegas, up to Salt Lake, and everywhere in between. Check out St. George Shuttle today, on time, every time. This has been your Cache Valley Bank halftime show, and the Thunderbirds looks like we'll be on defense to start second half action. The Mavericks, their colors are orange and blue, much like Boise State, but tonight their road uniforms all blue with white numerals and a white Mavericks across the chest. No orange, except for a couple of players who have some on their shoes, including Rayshawn Seamster, who will inbound to start this second half action. And from our view here at Thunder 91, UT Arlington attacking left to right. Chavis 0 for 1 shooting in the first half. Lobs looking for the alley-oop, and he threw it too high off the glass, but McCreary comes up with the rebound, so to speak. And UTA will reset the offense. They go to McCreary around on the right wing. Another triple for McCreary. He is 6 of 7 from downtown, has 20 points, which matches his season high in a game that happened in Ogden. They lost to Campbell in that game. Thunderbirds on the other end, fouled by Chavis, and that's his third personal, first team foul against UT Arlington. Farrell inbounds to Cottrell, Hayhurst, Jones, and Duvall also in there. Farrell, the 3 from the left wing, rattles out. It was just long. McCreary brings it up across the timeline. Hayhurst defending. McCreary follows the screen twice, and then they get it to the all-alone Miles Goodman for the easy lay-in. Thunderbirds, boy, Goodman sets a screen one way, sets a screen another, and then just cuts to the hoop, and 2 Thunderbirds let him go, as they were more worried about McCreary. 41-42. Texas Arlington takes the lead with that bucket. Duvall dribbles around the lane, then bounces an awkward pass into Cottrell. He kicks it back out to Duvall, then left corner. Jones for 3, could not get it to go. And UTA struggles to pull the rebound in. Seamster lost it out of bounds. Southern Utah basketball. Jones, just 1 of 4 from three-point range after that miss. On the season, a 34% three-point shooter. Hayhurst has attempted just 2 threes tonight. He's a 47% deep ball shooter. Thunderbirds inbound to Cottrell at the free throw line. Fakes a shot, then spins on Jackson and floats short with the left hand in the lane. Jackson the rebound for the Mavericks. Seamster up across the timeline to McCreary. Gives it back to Seamster at the top of the key. He'll spin through the lane and hit, and a weak foul and a late whistle will put him at the free throw line for a chance at a 3-point play. Thunderbirds just kind of let him go. He made a quick spin move and got through the lane, and coming on help side defense was Cottrell, who I think Cottrell has still 0 fouls. So it must have been Duvall. The free throw misses, and Lee chases down the rebound for Southern Utah. Rock Lee just checked in. Duvall finds a lane, pulls up right free throw line, and splashes it home. First Thunderbird points of the second half with 18 minutes left to play. 44-43, Mavericks lead. They've outscored SUU 7-2 so far to start second half action. Seamster dribbles to his right from the right wing, spins in the lane, and then goes up with the right and draws the foul. Farrow went up high and just got a little too close defensively that Seamster drew the foul. He's good at getting to the free throw line. These will be his 51st and 52nd free throws of the season for Rayshawn Seamster, who shoots just 56% from there, though. He hits the first, and he's 4 of 6 tonight. Farrow gets a breather, and Barclay checks in for SUU. Cale Barclay, a freshman from Harriman, Utah, averaging 5 points per game. Again, the first 4 games of the season, he scored almost 9 per game, but since then, in the last 10 games, he has averaged just 3.5 per game. Seamster hits the free throw, and that puts the Mavericks up by 3, 46-43. Cottrell drives in, then puts up an off-balance shot. Rebound, Barclay had it. It was tapped away by Seamster, out of bounds, Thunderbird basketball. Cottrell got down to the right block and just forced it up over Cameron Jackson and missed it short. Inbound quickly to Cottrell. He gets Jackson in the air, misses the shot, and a late whistle. About 3 or 4 players and coaches on the Thunderbird bench were on their feet wondering when the whistle would come, as Cottrell clearly drew the contact. Now Jackson's arms were straight in the air, but he jumped into Cottrell to commit the foul. So Isaiah Cottrell at the free throw line, a 75% shooter, misses the first. And he is 0 for 1 tonight from the charity stripe. Thunderbirds down 46-43. Struggling to find their rhythm offensively to start this second half. 17:35 left to play. And UTA has outscored SUU 9-2. Cottrell misses the second free throw as well. Boy, normally a very good free throw shooter, but he goes 0 for 2 on that trip. Thunderbirds attacking right to left and playing defense on this right sideline. McCreary open 3, and he hits again. Got to get somebody on him. I don't know how we're leaving him that open. 5, make it 7 of 9 from three-point range for Marcel McCreary, who has 23 points. And the Mavericks lead by 9, 49-43. Cottrell thinks about a 3 from the left wing, instead hands to Duval. He slices through the lane, ball stripped away by Rigsby Jr., and Marcel McCreary has it again, up to the left wing, dishes off to Laster, drives the lane and goes up under Cottrell, misses the shot, rebound poked out. Rigsby Jr. has it. He's in the lane, pivots, and then kicks it back outside to Seamster. Shot clock to 10 as Seamster dives forward. Defense cuts him off. Good job by Lee to stay in front. Shot clock down to 6 to 5. Rigsby Jr. pulls up from the right wing and knocks it down. 52-43. Arlington 9 of 15 from three-point range. 60%. And the Thunderbirds take a timeout with 16:20 left in the second half. Arlington on top by 9, 52-43. More Thunderbirds, they'll have the ball when we return on Thunder 91. Brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth. Presented by Intermountain Health.
Brad's Food Hut is your go-to family-owned traditional fixture in Cedar City. Brad's has options for everyone with burgers, chicken sandwiches, fish and chips, soft drinks, shakes, and more. Want to grab your food on the go? You can call ahead and they'll have your order ready for you at 586-6358. That's 586-6358 for Brad's Food Hut at 546 North Main Street in Cedar City. Brad's Food Hut is proud to support our local athletes and students.
Visit Cedar City. Brian Head is thrilled to welcome you to Cedar City, your ultimate base camp for adventure and sports. As you enjoy the game, be sure to take a victory lap through everything our area has to offer. As the gateway to Bryce and Zion National Parks, you can explore our charming downtown, fuel up at incredible local restaurants, and stretch your legs on scenic trails at Kolob Canyons or Thunderbird Gardens. Let the games begin and let the fun continue in Cedar City, Utah. Go to visitcedarcity.com to plan your next trip.
52-43. UT Arlington has outscored Southern Utah 15-2 in this second half so far. Thunderbirds had a 41-37 lead at the half. Second half is brought to you by Safari Hospitality, proud supporter of Southern Utah basketball. With hotels like the Courtyard Marriott, Hampton Inn, and Spring Hill Suites, you'll find comfort and quality just minutes from SUU's campus. Thanks to Safari Hospitality for supporting Thunderbird basketball. SUU is 0 for 2 from three-point range in this second half, while UT Arlington has made 5 of their last 6 field goals and 3 for 3 from three-point range, including Marcel McCreary, who's on pace for a career night. 23 points, 8 of 11 from the floor, 7 of 9 from three-point range. McCreary's previous high of threes made in a game, well, his previous season high was 20 points. His career high when he played for Colorado State in the 22-23 season, he scored 26 points, went 5 of 6 from 3, so he's eclipsed that mark already by a couple of threes tonight. Everything coming from downtown for Marcel McCreary. Thunderbirds inbound, they work around the top, and they're down to 10 seconds on the shot clock, and they throw it away. The official helps save it to McCreary. Inadvertently, it just bounced off of him, and then the UT Arlington Mavericks go up court. McCreary finally misses one from downtown, top of the arc, misses short. Thunderbirds push the other way on the Lorenzo Abelar rebound. He can't find anywhere to go, so kicks it back, or goes back outside and dishes off to Burdick. He spins in the lane, kicks it back outside and throws it away. Looking for Abelar, he went to Laster, and Abelar called for the blocking foul. Boy, Laster really laid into him. Saw Abelar looking for the charge and lowered the shoulder, but it's a blocking foul against Abelar. He goes sliding into the basketball stanchion, and that takes us to the under-16 media timeout. 52-43, Thunderbirds down 9 with 15:35 left to play. Looking to sharpen your skills and become a true sales professional? Check out the SUU Professional Sales Program, helping students and future leaders build confidence and close deals. SUU Professional Sales, where careers in sales begin. We'll take a timeout and be back with more Thunderbird basketball on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, presented by Intermountain Health.
Retro Fitness, the official partner of SUU Athletics, is the largest premium health club in Cedar City. Retro Fitness offers a full range of services, including functional fitness training, group fitness classes, hot yoga, personal training, saunas, tanning, a smoothie bar, and the best kids club around. Mention this ad for a free 3-day trial pass. Go retro at Retro Fitness, 929 South Main Street in Cedar City, or visit them online at retrofitness.com.
In our 150th year of service, everywhere you look, Zions Bank people are ready to work hard for you.
We're here and ready to go.
Wherever you are, we're right there with you. We will help make it simple and easier.
We have all the big bank services delivered locally.
Isn't it time to see how 150 years of experience can work for you?
Zions Bank.
We are here to help right now.
We want to serve you.
Now more than ever, Zions Bank is for you.
Thunderbirds led by 4 at the half. They've been outscored 15-2 so far in the second half, and they're scoreless in the last 2:43. They're also 0 for 2 from the free throw line and 0 for 2 from three-point range. So they've got to find a way to turn things around a bit here, and especially defensively. The Mavericks have started hot in this second half. 5 of 7 from the floor, 3 of 4 from three-point range, and they will head to the free throw line. It'll be Basil Laster. He had 12 points in the win over California Baptist on Thursday night. Went 6 for 6 from the free throw line. He's a 77% free throw shooter overall, but they'll say no, it was not a shooting foul. And UT Arlington inbounds from the baseline. Seamster to the free throw line, keeps the dribble alive, tries to back in, but Barclay stays straight in front of him. Good defense. Pick and roll up top. Laster dribbles right. Now he tries to back in Barclay and then kicks it back out to the left wing, and Rigsby Jr. up top to McCreary. Backs into the free throw line on Lee. Turns, faces, up and under, chucks it in and hits it. And Lee committed the foul. Fancy move by McCreary. He just gave a ball fake straight up and then used his pivot to step to his right and throw it in. And Lee, in frustration, after the foul was committed. That's McCreary's first 2-point basket since early in the first half. He's now 9 of 13 from the floor, 25 points. Free throw is good. He's an 86% free throw shooter, so no surprise there. And UT Arlington leads by 12. Southern Utah in a scoring drought. They've scored 2 points in the first 5 minutes of second half action, while UT Arlington has scored 17. Jones jabs, dribbles, right baseline, 10-footer, got it. Finally gets a bucket for Southern Utah and ends what was almost a 3-minute scoring drought. 55-45. Mavericks on top of the Thunderbirds. Laster dribbles down to the baseline, then chucks it into the middle. Barclay comes up with it and pushes across the timeline. SUU had 3 turnovers to start this first half, or this second half. Cottrell dribbles to his left, got the entry pass, and a flop to the floor by McCreary will be his second personal foul. A blocking foul on the floor, and SUU inbounds from the baseline. Farrow and Duval check back into the game. Those two along with Jones, Lee, and Cottrell on the floor. Duval has 12 points in the game. And the Thunderbirds need another bucket. Inbound to Jones, quick pass Cottrell, and then to a spinning Farrow who's fouled. And I will tell you, they were not calling much in the first half, but these last 2 fouls have not been a lot of contact. Farrow gonna take it, and he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Love that play design on the inbound as Farrow passed it and then kind of snuck in right under the basket. Cottrell bounces it to him, he spins, puts it in, and draws the foul. Third personal foul against Jackson. Farrow's free throw swishes in. Jaden Farrow for SUU has 6 points. And SUU's on a 5-0 run after that 3-point play. Trailing by 7, 14:28 left to play. Applying some full court pressure. Inbound, quick pass. Chavis across the timeline, attacks, bounces for Jackson, who can't hold on to it. Hot pass across the lane. It bounces out off of Jackson and out of bounds. Southern Utah ball. So that's an 11th turnover for UT Arlington. It looked like the Mavericks were going to break the press easily, but that they got in a hurry and mishandled the basketball. Duval dribbling out high on the right wing. Thunderbirds attacking right to left from my view in the second half. He gives to Cottrell and gets it back with 15 on the shot clock. Tries to penetrate, but there's nothing there. Jones into Cottrell, posted on the right side. Spins on Jackson and gets a little space. Can't make the shot from the right baseline. And Lee pokes the ball away on the rebound from the Mavericks, and it's out of bounds to UT Arlington. UT Arlington leads 55-48. Hayhurst checks back in for Southern Utah. SUU's top 3-point shooter, 47% shooter from beyond the arc, but tonight just 1 of 2. Got to get more opportunities. Across the timeline goes Chavis against the Southern Utah full court pressure. SUU in what looks like a extended 2-3 zone. Seamster drives in and finds a little space in the zone, hooks it up and in from under the basket. 57-48. Thunderbirds push back up across the timeline, but nothing open. And they'll set up in the half court. Jones dribbles right, fires up top. Cottrell pulls the trigger again and hits back iron. Rebound Laster for UT Arlington. Up ahead to Chavis, back to Laster, dribbles to the free throw line. Backdoor pass on a cut and swatted. Blocked on the attempt by Tyron Mason. Southern Utah's block goes out of bounds, and Cale Barclay will check back in. The block, Isaiah Cottrell's his 3rd of the night. He averages just 0.9 blocks per game, but has 3 tonight. Jaden Farrow leads the Thunderbirds at almost 2 blocks per game. He's got 1 from the first half. Inbound to Jackson. He'll try to back in on Barclay. Fires across left wing to Chavis. Dribbles into the lane, then to his left, up off the window and in. Boy, it just seems that for whatever the Thunderbirds do defensively, they just cannot stop this Mavericks team, who scores 71 points a game on offense. Barclay finds a lane, goes to the hole, hits, and Jackson commits the foul. Jackson's 4th puts Barclay at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. 59-50. I got to agree with Jackson. He was straight up and just held his spot. Farrow initiated the contact. I said it was Barclay. It was Farrow who will head to the free throw line for another chance at a second three-point play of this half. Jackson, with 4 fouls, heads to the bench. Farrow's free throw up and in with a swish. Jaden Farrow, quiet in the first half, had just 2 or 3 points, has 9 now here in the second half. 2 consecutive three-point plays the old-fashioned way. And SUU trails by 8, but can they get a defensive stop? No, they cannot. My goodness, Cash Chavis, the 6'2 sophomore, takes it hot and high and slams it with 2 hands. He would not be stopped on that drive to the hoop. 61-51, UT Arlington with the lead. Chavis, a 3-star prospect, and Duval says, anything you can do, I can do better. I'm a 4-star recruit. He goes to the hole and is fouled on a savage drive to the hoop. Did not get the chance to finish as the foul was harder by Chavis and stripped the ball away, but Duval goes to the line to shoot 2 free throws. His first to swish. Duval, a 57% free throw shooter. Coach Jeter loves how special of a player Duval is. Got great instincts, can control the game without forcing things, and he's led the Thunderbirds in his true freshman season, led the Thunderbirds at 13 points per game, plus almost 4 assists, originally from Wilmington, Delaware. Again, an ESPN 4-star recruit. Misses the second free throw, but Barclay gets around his box out and pulls down the offensive board. Duval forces it inside, trying to draw the foul on a drive, and hangs it up there for UTA to pull down the rebound. Seamster on the right wing. Barclay pokes at it, can't get the takeaway. Seamster dribbles right, looking inside for Goodman, who's posted up. They get it to him. He's posted up on Jones, and that's a major height advantage. Goodman 6'11". Jones just 6'6", and Goodman takes advantage for the bucket. 63-52. UT Arlington leads by 11. Hayhurst to Barclay, up top to Duval. Thunderbirds gotta find a way to get some defensive stops. Skip pass to Barclay on the left wing, and he steps on the sideline as he puts a foot back to plant and try to drive. An 11th Thunderbird turnover. And that takes us to the under 12 media timeout with UT Arlington on top, 63-52 over your Thunderbirds, who just turned it over. And UT Arlington will have it when we return on Thunderbird basketball on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, presented by Intermountain Health.
When it comes to smiles, Thunderbird fans know who to trust: Webster Orthodontics, the preferred orthodontist of SUU Athletics. They're the reason Thor the Thunderbird has that beautiful game day grin, and they can do the same for you. Whether it's braces or Invisalign, Webster Ortho provides personalized care and outstanding results, proudly supporting SUU Athletics and our community. Visit webstersmiles.com today to schedule your consultation. Webster Orthodontics. Show off that Thunderbird smile. Ernie's is more than just a gas stop. It's your one-stop spot for fuel, fresh food, and friendly service. With locations across southern Utah, including one right here in Cedar City, Ernie's makes it easy to fill up and fuel up. Don't forget, Ernie's is home of the world-famous chicken strips, a local favorite that keeps fans coming back. Proudly supporting SUU Athletics and proudly serving our community. Stop by Ernie's in Cedar City today.
63-52, Southern Utah led. Again, it was a 4-point Southern Utah lead at the half, but UT Arlington has poured it on in the second half. They're 10 of 13 from the floor, 3 of 4 from three-point range, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. They've scored 23 points to Southern Utah's 11 so far here in the second half. Now plenty of time left with 11:41 left in the second half. When it comes to world famous chicken strips, there's only one place, that's Ernie's. Proudly local and proudly supporting SUU Athletics. Ernie's is the go-to spot for a great meal. Drop in today and taste why everyone loves Ernie's chicken strips. I think one of the things I love most about Ernie's is the variety of sauce choices as well. So you've got spicy, you've got sweet, creamy, you've got all kinds of different stuff, whatever you like for your chicken. And it is great chicken, no doubt about that. UT Arlington has it 63-52. They lead and look to extend that lead. Southern Utah comes out with Duval, Jones, Barclay, Farrow, and Hayhurst on the floor. Three-point attempt from the top of the key, short. Thunderbirds with the rebound. Jones to Barclay, slicing through the lane, spins left, then back to his right with the ball fake, and he puts it in. What a move by the freshman, Cale Barclay, with his first bucket of the night. On the other end, Duval goes down defensively. Farrow with the stuff on the shot attempt from Amari Reed. Farrow got up top of him and forced the jump ball. Going back to that last drive by Barclay, that's a savage trucking drive as he just worked his way in, some quick spin moves, and got to the hole. So possession arrow Southern Utah, they trail by 9, looking to cut into this deficit. Abelar dribbles to his right. Farrow sets a screen, bounce to Barclay, looking inside to Farrow. He's posting up, but they had him for a moment. Instead, Hayhurst on the right wing. He's open, and he hits it. Tanner Hayhurst, 2 of 3 from three-point range tonight. He's a 47% three-point shooter, but just doesn't get the attempts that you'd like to see from that kind of a percentage. Thunderbirds within 6, 63-57. Seamster in the lane, spins the other way, fades and misses off the back iron. Farrow with the rebound, his 8th of the night. Abelar dribbles around, finds Farrow top of the key, pulls the trigger, no, just short. Barclay reaches to try for the rebound, but Reed with a great box out kept him away. UTA with it, attacking left to right. Laster dribbles in the left corner. Hayhurst stays in front. Laster gets around, forces it up, and draws the foul. He missed hit the bottom side of the iron, and the Thunderbirds committed the foul. So Laster will go to the free throw line. Hayhurst has 3 personal fouls, and just that is his 3rd right there that he just picked up. Laster, a 77% free throw shooter tonight, has 5 points, 2 of 2 from the line. Back iron and a clank on the first attempt. 63-57. Thunderbirds down by 6. They led by 4 at the half. 10:07 left to play. Cottrell checks in, Lee checks in. Hayhurst will take a breather with 6 points and 2 for 3 from three-point range. A rebound and 2 assists. Want to keep him available for later in the game is my assumption. Coach Jeter sees he's got 3 fouls and takes him out. Into the game, Cottrell and Rock Lee. Second free throw by Laster is up and in, and he's got 6 points. Thunderbirds down by 7, 64-57. Cottrell on the right wing, hands off to Lee, across to Farrow. Jaden holds, then bounces, a poor pass. Was trying to get it to Cottrell and turned it over. On the other end, alley-oop attempt by Seamster, but he threw it into the basket, or into the rim. It deflects out. UTA has it back. They work it around, get it inside, up and in. Marcus Rigsby Jr. just got around his defender and laid it in. Back to a 9-point UT Arlington lead. Abelar dribbles behind the back and fools Laster which way he was going, draws the foul. So Laster picks up his second. Make that his 3rd and the 7th team foul against UT Arlington. So SUU goes to the free throw line. Abelar tonight, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, couple of fouls, but he's 1 for 4 from the floor. Hits the first free throw with a swish. Abelar, a 68% free throw shooter. – 66-58, Thunderbirds trail. Abelar back to the free throw line for his second attempt. He swishes it through, and he's 4 for 4 from the line tonight. Thunderbirds down by 7 with 9:15 left to play. Left wing. McCreary left open enough to launch the three and hit it. His 8th three tonight, and he has a new career high, 29 points. Marcel McCreary. Boy, Abelard drives, then dishes off to Cottrell. Defense right on him. He fades away, fires a pass through the defense to Lee, who puts it up and in. Not sure how Cottrell got that pass through the defense, but he did, and the Thunderbirds trail by 8, 69-61. Marcel McCreary, 8 of 11 from beyond the arc and 29 points. Shatters his previous career high of 26 when he played at Northern Colorado. Lowry around the top of the arc, gives to McCreary. He's looking for more. 8:18 left to play, 5 on the shot clock. He dribbles to his right, pulls up the free throw line and hits. Got to his spot. Abelard kind of fell off defensively as he tried to stop McCreary. 71-61. Abelard dribbles to the free throw line. Kick it back out to Rock Lee for the triple straight away. No, back iron. Rebound, Rigby Jr. It's Rigsby, my apologies, not Rigby, Rigsby. He drives in, floats an air ball from about 5 feet out left side, just missed it short. Thunderbirds with the rebound. Lee dribbles up to the right side, finds a lane, drives to the hole, a savage drive to the hoop, misses, but his shot is blocked away and he's fouled. So Lee will get a couple of free throws after this timeout. 7:41 left in this ball game. Thunderbirds down by 10 on Thunder 91. Brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, presented by Intermountain Health.
Launch your career with SUU's professional sales program. Stand out in today's job market with hands-on experience and real-world results. Learn to sell yourself, your ideas, and your business. Master sales, management, and entrepreneurship. Connect with industry leaders through competitions, networking, and internships. Land high-paying careers after graduation. Whether starting your own business or climbing the corporate ladder, sales skills are your secret weapon. Partner with SUU. Hire the best. Be the best on campus at Southern Utah University.
Southern Utah University football fans, this one's for you. With 3 convenient Iron County locations and over 20,000 5-star reviews, Burt Brothers is your hometown team for auto care. From unbeatable tire deals to trusted service packages, we've got you covered start to finish. Because at Burt Brothers, there's only one promise: we do it better.
Thunderbirds led by 4 at the half, but they trail by 10 with 7:41 left to play. Craving sushi or ramen? Kabuto in Cedar City has you covered with fresh flavors and unbeatable student specials Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Head in today. Kabuto, your go-to for sushi, ramen, and more. Southern Utah in this second half, just 1 of 6 from three-point range after they went 50%, 6 of 12 from beyond the arc in the first half. They've been outscored 30-28 in the paint, and they've been out-rebounded by 2 so far in this second half. They're staying even with UT Arlington in just about everything except field goal percentage. The Mavericks, 54% overall, 65% in the second half, including 67% from three-point range in this second half. And it's been the Marcel McCreary show. 31 points. His previous career high was 26. That was going back in 2022-23 season when he played at Air Force. And he played against Colorado State, scored 26 points, including 5 of 6 from three-point range. But tonight, 8 of 11 from beyond the arc. Rock Lee at the free throw line hits the first. Thunderbirds down 9. Second free throw attempt coming up from Jalen, and he hits it as well. He's a 70% free throw shooter after tonight, or at least including tonight. He's 3 of 4 from the line. Thunderbirds applying some full court pressure. Inbound, Goodman hands off or passes back to McCreary, who gives it to Lowry. The freshman across the timeline. A 4-star ESPN prospect, Jordan Lowry, bounces to McCreary. Thunderbirds mixing it up, trying to find an answer for his 31 points. Barclay on him now with 10 on the shot clock. McCreary into the lane. He knew it's an easy call. Barclay kind of got an arm in there, hooked, or McCreary got an arm hooked and then just dribbled with his left and chucked it up there, knowing he would get himself to the free throw line. Barclay tried to say to the officials, hey, he hooked my arm, what could I do? But it's going to be a foul regardless on Barclay. His third, and McCreary goes to the line. He gets a lot of trips to the line, and here's another free throw, front iron, and rolls over the top and in. He's an 85% free throw shooter and hasn't missed yet tonight, 3 for 3. He's got 32 points, and UT Arlington leads by 9, 72-63. 7:19 left to play. And McCreary hits the second free throw as well. He came in having scored in double figures in 11 of the 14 games that he'd played in at UT Arlington. He's obviously in double figures tonight, has 33. Some full court pressure from UT Arlington to slow Southern Utah down. A 10-point deficit. Abelar gives right corner to Duval. He misses an air ball. Farrow had it and then got a finger caught in the net as he pulled the rebound down. Couldn't hold on to the ball. UT Arlington the other way. Laster slices through the lane and chucks it up too hard off the window. Thunderbird rebound. Jones across the timeline gives to Duval. Thunderbirds down 10, just under 7 to go. Abelar on the left wing. Cottrell, Abelar, Duval, Jones, and Farrow on the floor. Abelar starts left, dribbles right, loses his footing, but kept the dribble alive long enough to avoid a travel, and then Coach Jeter takes a timeout to preserve the possession. 11 seconds left on the shot clock, and Southern Utah will have it inbound in a moment. We'll keep it right here on this timeout and look at what Southern Utah has coming up next. They play at Utah Valley on Thursday, and then at California Baptist next Saturday, and then return home for a Thursday night versus Tarleton State on January 15th, and then they'll host Abilene Christian on the 17th. It's a 4 straight home game after they'll go on the road for 2 games and then return home for Tarleton State, Abilene Christian, Utah Valley, and Utah Tech. Oh, I believe that Utah Tech game is actually on the road on the 24th, but 3 straight home games coming up for Southern Utah after a couple on the road next week. Jaden Farrow to inbound for Southern Utah from the baseline. He'll fire to Abelar in the left corner. A couple hard dribbles looking to get in. Then they go to Cottrell and back into Farrow. Quick spin is deep in the paint and he skies it in. 73-65. Southern Utah down by 8, but can they get a stop? This defense through the first 4 games of the season allowed 91 points per game. The last 8, they've allowed 73 points per game. We'll see if they can get a stop here. Down inside goes Rigsby Jr. His shot too strong. Thunderbird rebound. He got clear down low on the left block, but missed it over the top. Duval finds a lane, drives in, then hesitates, fades back and misses. Rebound. Goodman goes up high and pulls it in, but then throws it away. He was looking for Rigsby Jr., who's like, wait a minute, what are you passing to me for? Give it to the point guard, Chavis. But Goodman says you were right there. And Rigsby Jr. wasn't even looking for the ball. So a 12th turnover of the night for UT Arlington. Thunderbirds with the same amount of turnovers in the game. Farrow inbounds to Cottrell. Hands off to Hayhurst. Dribbles to his left, follows a screen, gets inside, is tripped up, pushed to the floor by Laster, who just picked up his second personal, 8th team foul. So Hayhurst will go to the line. It looked like Laster just stepped on Hayhurst's foot just before he tried to step with that foot, and then he had nothing to do but go to his backside. So Hayhurst goes to the free throw line. Tanner Hayhurst originally played at College of Southern Utah and then at BYU in the 23-24 season. Played just 11 games for the Cougars and scored 2 points as a Cougar, and then played a year at the College of Southern Idaho where he averaged 10.5 points and 6 rebounds. He's a dead-eye shooter from downtown and the free throw line as well, and he hits the first free throw. He's 8 of 10 on the season for 80% this year. That brings the Thunderbirds to within 7. Hayhurst, another free throw coming. He's got 7 points tonight. Make it 8 as the second free throw rattles in as well. 73-67, a 6-point deficit. Southern Utah needs a stop. Duvall, Jones, Hayhurst, Farrow, and Cottrell on the floor. PA man Steve Meredith asks the fans to make some noise. Full court pressure from SUU. McCreary picks up the dribble, has nowhere to pass, and asks for a timeout. Not quite a turnover, but pretty good. You love that UTA had to use a timeout in that situation if you're coach Rob Jeter. 5:38 left to play. Rob Jeter in his 3rd season coaching the Southern Utah Thunderbirds. Before that, coached at Western Illinois, where in his last 2 seasons he won more games than he lost. He's had 25 years in coaching and has as an assistant has appeared in 7 NCAA tournaments, but at Southern Utah struggling to find that right combination of players. 26-50 overall and 9-28 in WAC play is Coach Rob Jeter in his 3rd season. That includes a 4-10 mark this year and 0-1 in the WAC. UTA will inbound, this time no full court pressure, although Elijah Duvall picks up Chavis at midcourt. Long pass to the right corner. McCreary wanted the 3, but Farrow got to him quickly and contested. Pass off to Laster, who backs it out. Shot clock down to 8. Laster drives in, penetrates, goes up for the jam, and he's stuffed. Jaden Farrow with what a block at the rim. Thunderbirds the rebound. Farrow goes up, hangs, hits, and the foul. Jaden Farrow will bring the Thunderbirds to within 4 on what may be the play of the game. Jaden Farrow with his 2nd block of the night. What a stuff. It's actually his 3rd block, and then he goes to the other end, hangs in the air, draws the foul, and hits with the right hand off the glass. 73-69, Thunderbirds trail with 5:11 to go. It gets silent, and Farrow misses off the back iron. Rebound tipped up. And the Thunderbirds will have to settle for a 4-point deficit as UTA has the rebound. Farrow tonight, 13 points, 3 blocks, along with 9 rebounds. He's 1 rebound away from a double-double. Right corner, Seamster finds a little lane, drives baseline, then kicks it back out to Rigsby Jr. for 3 to quiet the crowd. Thunderbirds were within 4. Rigsby Jr. puts it back to a 7-point UT Arlington lead with 4.5 left to go. Duvall to Farrow, jabs, then kicks it back to Duvall. Finds a lane, drives inside, wraparound pass. Cottrell hangs and hits. Isaiah Cottrell with 9 points and 5 rebounds, 5 assists and 3 blocks. And the Thunderbirds trail by 5. They've got to get a defensive stop. Trailing 76-71. Laster to McCreary, free throw line. Looks inside. Jones pokes it away. The pass was intended for Amari Reed, but Jones knocked it away. Thunderbirds have it up to Jones. Right wing 3, no. Rebound tipped. Farrow couldn't get it, and Rigsby Jr. has it for UT Arlington. Boy, that Jones, if he could have hit that 3, would have been huge. Laster dribbles right to the elbow. Seamster in the right corner, dribbles to the baseline, then gives to McCreary, free throw line, draws some contact, chucks it up and misses again on his rebound, and he'll go to the free throw line when we return. 3:46 left to play. Thunderbirds down 5 against the UT Arlington Mavericks on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, presented by Intermountain Health.
Clark & Linford Jewelers has been a staple on Main Street in downtown Cedar City since the 1970s. Cedar has grown a lot since then, but we are still your hometown jeweler. Our commitment to our customers remains the same, to help you find pieces you will love for years to come. Whether you're looking for an engagement ring, wedding band, or fashion piece, we'd love the opportunity to help you find your piece. Find us at 83 North Main Street in Cedar City and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Clark & Linford Jewelers, still your hometown jeweler, where SUU gets engaged.
76-71, UT Arlington with a 5-point lead. Thunderbirds led by 4 at the half. But UT Arlington went on a 15-2 run to start second half action. Firehouse Subs is proud to support our local first responders and proud to be a sponsor of SUU Athletics. Stop by today for hook and ladder sub. It's piled high and served hot. Firehouse Subs, enjoy more subs, save more lives with Firehouse Subs. At the free throw line, Marcel McCreary, he's a perfect 3 for 3 tonight at the line, has 33 points. His previous career high 26. And McCreary tonight, 11 of 15 from the floor. He has helped lead this UT Arlington team in the second half, which has shot 58% from the floor and 71% from three-point range in the second half. He hits the free throw. He's a perfect 4 for 4. Thunderbirds come out with Hayhurst, Duval, Abelar, Barclay, and Cottrell on the floor. McCreary's second free throw, short, but finds its way over the top and in. Off the front iron. 78-71, a 7-point UTA lead. Thunderbirds, long pass to beat the press from Duval to Hayhurst. And UTA applying some pressure just to slow the Thunderbirds down. Duval in traffic, lost it, gets it back as he dives to the floor, and a jump ball possession arrow. UT Arlington with 3:28 left to go. And they have a 7-point lead, 78-71. Thunderbirds average 80 points or 77 points a game. They're at 71, which is 7 points higher than what UTA normally allows in a contest. But SUU just 1 of 8 from three-point range in this second half after shooting 6 of 12 in the first half. Mavericks work it around, eat some clock. They'll have to get a shot off by around 3 minutes left in the half. Spinning through the lane, Seamster fouled and will go to the free throw line. Hayhurst picks up his, that may be, they got it up there quick. I thought it may have been his 5th because 4 was already up there, but it's his 4th. Up there, meaning on the scoreboard. So Rayshawn Seamster has been a bit quiet tonight, but he has worked his way up to 9 points. He's the leader in the team in scoring at 14 a game. And at the free throw line, he's just a 56% shooter, but he hits the first. And tonight he is 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Can make it a 9-point UT Arlington lead. That make it 6 of 8 from the free throw line. And he hits the second one as well. Seamster just a 56% free throw shooter, but tonight 7 of 9. Duval dribbles around traffic. Abelar bounces right corner to Hayhurst. They were looking for the 3 there, but defense was on him. 80-71. Duval on the left wing. Shot clock at 15 as he dribbles to his right. High screen from Cottrell. Duval loses his footing. Boy, the Thunderbirds, several players losing their footing down there. And Duval checks his shoes. He was lucky for SUU as he lost his footing. The ball got poked away by UT Arlington, and SUU has it. So off the floor, Duval to check his shoes and Barclay to get a breather. Farrow back in there along with Jones. Farrow inbounds to Cottrell, free throw line, shot clock at 10. Isaiah dribbles down, then turns, spins, and fades away with a sky hook. He hits it. Got the shooter's bounce, and Southern Utah trails by 7, 80-73. Inbounds with 2:30 left to go. And across the timeline goes Marcus Rigsby Jr. To the right wing, McCreary and Laster playing keep away. Southern Utah in, again, that kind of hybrid zone. McCreary, left corner. Cottrell closes out quickly. That allows McCreary to drive in. 5-footer, fadeaway in the paint, good. Rattled in. Abelar goes to the other end and finds a lane, scoops it up, misses badly, but he was fouled and stops the clock with 2:05 left to play. McCreary now 37 points. That's almost half of his team's points. At one point early in the first half, he had scored 15 of the team's 24. He has just been on a tear tonight. He's the reigning newcomer of the week in the WAC, and will probably earn that again after he scored 14 points against Cal Baptist on Thursday and at least 37 tonight. Abelard hits the first free throw. Second one also rattles in. 82-75, a 7-point deficit. Duval checks back in, so you've got Duval, Farrow, Abelard, Cottrell, and Jones on the floor for Southern Utah, applying some full court pressure. Kind of token pressure. They trail by 7, under 2 to go. Laster dribbles left, then stops on the left wing. Backdoor cut, and to the hole goes Rigsby Jr. Cottrell was there, but didn't want to commit the foul, and Rigsby Jr. completes the bucket. Back to a 9-point lead for UTA. Abelard at the free throw line, then backs it clear out to the logo. Dribbles to his right, looking for a lane. Finds a bit of a lane, then gives to Duval in the right corner. Shot clock running down as Duval is called for the offensive foul. He made a hit on Laster, who sold it, and Duval picks up his first. He doesn't like the call, and UTA takes over. Southern Utah's 14th turnover of the night. And UT Arlington has the ball, a 9-point lead, and a minute 18 seconds left to go. Southern Utah is going to have to start to think about, do we foul or what are we doing? Rigsby Jr. drives baseline, then backs in on Hayhurst, fades away and misses. Farrow rips down his 10th rebound. He's got a double-double. 60 seconds left to go. Farrow looking for a lane, stops, floats, and misses off the back iron. It was a good-looking shot from about 7 feet out, but just too strong as he faded in. 9-point deficit, UTA with the lead and the basketball. They got the rebound on the Farrow miss. Duval defending Laster out near the logo. Gives to Rigsby Jr. Dribbles right on Hayhurst. Hooks his arm and then fires a one-handed pass to the right wing. Laster in the corner, dribbles up to the wing. Dribbles down to the baseline. Duval defending. Laster leans in and misses the shot. Surprised they didn't call a foul there, as Duval did have some contact, but Laster created the contact. Thunderbirds with it. Farrow skips across to Hayhurst on the left wing. 18, 17, 16 seconds to go. Cottrell up and under, lays it in, and a timeout with 14 seconds left, and Thunderbirds down by 7. Got your Cafe Sabor post-game show coming up. Stay tuned for that. That'll include your Bullet Drug Player of the Game and your Pioneer Floor Play of the Game. We'll also chat with one of the Thunderbird players who will come up to join us. 14.1 seconds left, and the Thunderbirds down 7. And I'm puzzled. I don't want to question the coaching there, but I'm puzzled that they let so much time run off, didn't foul to stop the clock, and then they do stop the clock with a timeout and 14 seconds to go. It's a 3-possession ball game, and now it's, boy, unless you got Reggie Miller or Tracy McGrady who can score 10 points in 13 seconds, 14 seconds isn't enough time. I'm interested to see just what the Thunderbird strategy will be here coming out of the timeout. I feel like they waited too long to foul or stop the clock in some other way. And then with just 14 seconds to go and a 7-point deficit, I don't see the point of taking a timeout. But we'll see. I'm not a coach. And the Thunderbirds will set up in a full court press. Farrow, Jones, Hayhurst, Duval, and Cottrell on the floor. Inbound, and Cottrell quickly commits a foul. They get it into McCreary, who's automatic from the free throw line. 12.6 seconds to go, so a second and a half tick off the clock. And McCreary has a chance to add to his total tonight of 37 points. He's 5 for 5 from the free throw line and an 86% free throw shooter on the season. And swishes the first. Thunderbirds led by 4 at the half, but they were sluggish to start the second half. Coach Rob Jeter said we can't have moments where we implode, and they did to start this second half. McCreary's second free throw, front iron to the glass and then down through. Inbound, Cottrell and Duvall lets it bounce a couple of times, then picks it up and pushes up to the free throw line. Hesitation, drive, blocked, and Jones picks up the rebound. Out to Farrow for three, and that's missed off the heel of the basket. Buzzer as Laster pulls in the rebound in the corner, and UT Arlington with the win, 86-77. Thunderbirds drop to 0-2 in the WAC, and the Mavericks win a second straight and improve to 2-1 in Western Athletic Conference play. 86-77. Got to hand it to the Thunderbirds. Their offense was much better than what UT Arlington generally allows in a game. Only a couple other teams have even scored in the 70s against UT Arlington. Southern Utah does it tonight, but suffers the loss as they allow 86 points scored by the Mavericks. So again, your final score, 86-77. We've got your Cafe Sabor post-game show coming up, and we'll be back with that on Thunderbird basketball on Thunder 91, brought to you by Van Wagner from the Levitt Group and Auto Owners Insurance broadcast booth, presented by Intermountain Health.
Clark & Linford Jewelers has been a staple on Main Street in downtown Cedar City since the 1970s. Cedar has grown a lot since then, but we are still your hometown jeweler. Our commitment to our customers remains the same, to help you find pieces you will love for years to come. Whether you're looking for an engagement ring, wedding band, or fashion piece, we'd love the opportunity to help you find your piece. Find us at 83 North Main Street in Cedar City and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Clark & Linford Jewelers, still your hometown jeweler, where SUU gets engaged.
Bullock strives to be the very best in serving you in Cedar City, offering fashion, decor, and kids items, as well as a fun old-fashioned soda fountain and pharmacy. We are a place where you can come enjoy unique shopping, a fun atmosphere, and quality service from all of our 4 stores on Main Street. Bring the family, grab a treat, and find that perfect gift. Enjoy your shopping experience with us. Bullock's, 91 North Main in historic downtown Cedar City.
Kabuto's, St. George #1 sushi and ramen bar. Student specials available Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Make sure and give them a follow on social media at Kabuto Utah for weekly giveaways and local events.
Tonight's post-game show is brought to you by Cafe Sabor, proud supporter of Southern Utah Athletics. Join us at Cafe Sabor in Cedar City for the Thunderbird Coaches Show, where you'll hear from coaches across Southern Utah Athletics while enjoying great food and conversation. Keep an eye on Southern Utah Athletics social media for showtimes at Cafe Sabor. Final score, 86-77. Thunderbirds led by 4 at the half, but they were outscored 49-36 in half number 2. And UT Arlington improves to 10-5 overall with the 86-77 win over Southern Utah. That is your final score, brought to you by Rally Stop. Whether you need fuel for your tank, or you need to grab a snack or stock up on drinks for the road, Rally Stop convenience stores have you covered across Southern Utah. Rally Stop, your final stop before the road ahead. Southern Utah was led tonight. 3 different players in double figures all scored 13. Isaiah Cottrell, 13 points, 6 boards, 5 assists, 3 blocks. What a game for him tonight. Elijah Duvall goes for 13 points, 1 rebound, an assist, and 2 steals. And Jaden Farrow with a double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 3 blocks, including one of the more impressive blocks you'll ever see right at the rim. But it wasn't quite enough. Lorenzo Abelar has 9, as does Dylan Jones. 8 points apiece from Tanner Hayhurst and Jalen Lee, and then 2 points apiece from Cale Barclay and Kai Burdick. But boy, what a night for Marcel McCreary, who goes for 39 tonight on 8 of 11 from three-point range, 7 of 7 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 4 steals for McCreary on a new career high. 2 others scored in double figures as Marcus Rigsby Jr. has 12 and Rayshon Seamster, the leading scorer on the team, quietly creeps his way up to 11 points. Most of those coming from the free throw line. He goes 7 of 9. Had 5 assists as well, did Seamster. And boy, Marcel McCreary, though, 39 points for this UT Arlington team. McCreary, a transfer. He's a senior. He's the new WAC newcomer of the week, and we'll probably get that honor again after this performance here tonight. 86-77, the final score. UT Arlington with the win. Coach Rob Jeter told us the Thunderbirds needed to play a consistent 40 minutes. They led by 4 at the half, but then a 15-2 run to start second half action by UT Arlington. It was too much for the Thunderbirds to overcome. All right, it's time to name our player of the game, sponsored by Bullock Drug. More than just a pharmacy, Bullock's is your downtown stop for handcrafted sodas, old-fashioned candy, and all your prescription needs. Bullock Drug, a Cedar City tradition and proud partner of SUU Athletics. Gotta love what Cottrell did. He was efficient, 6 of 13 from the floor, hit a 3 as well, 5 assists, and Duval had a good night too, 13 points on 5 of 10 shooting. But my player of the game is Jaden Farrow, 13 points. He was 5 of 11 from the floor, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, plus the 10 rebounds, so a double-double, 3 blocks, 2 assists, and a steal. Jaden Farrow, your Bullock Drug player of the game. And I wish he'd hit that free throw. That'd be an easy choice for the play of the game after his massive block. And then on the other end, he lays it in, draws the foul, missed the free throw, though. Jones had a great backdoor cut and a layup that put Southern Utah up 37-30 with 2:09 left in the first half, and that's your play of the game. Jones dished it off, and then just a pretty backdoor cut. Cottrell found him, if I remember right, for the layup. And that was your play of the game, brought to you by Pioneer Floorings. Pioneer Floorings and Design Center, just like SUU, Pioneer is built on quality and performance. Visit their Sage Drive location in Cedar City for incredible flooring, unique design options, and unbeatable service. Pioneer Floor Coverings, proud to cover every step of your home. Well, that'll just about do it for tonight. The Thunderbirds were out-rebounded by just a few, 33-30. And this is an interesting note that UT Arlington is now 10-2 when they out-rebound their opponent, including tonight's win. Thunderbirds took care of the ball pretty well, 14 turnovers, and again had 6 blocks. They're one of the better teams in the nation at blocks, and they average almost 5 per game. But defensively, it give up 86 points. It's going to be tough to get a win, especially against a team of the defensive caliber of UT Arlington that allowed just 64 points a game coming into tonight. Thunderbirds score 77, but it's not quite enough. Again, just 1 of 9 from three-point range in the second half for SUU after they shot 6 of 12 in the first half. Next time out for Southern Utah, they'll be at Utah Valley on Thursday, then at California Baptist Saturday. Our next broadcast will be when SUU hosts Tarleton State on January 15th. Then they'll host Abilene Christian on the 17th and Utah Valley on the 21st. So a handful of home games coming up for Southern Utah. This broadcast has been authorized under rights granted by Southern Utah University to Van Wagner. The accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of Van Wagner and Southern Utah Athletics. The executive producer of SUU basketball broadcast is Funaki Assisi. Special thanks to SUU Athletic Office, Regan Hunsaker, and stream operator Rob Birdsey. Studio operations by Van Wagner and the SUU Communications Department, and thank you to Nathaniel Buck for being back in the Thunder 91 studios. Final score again tonight, 86-77. UT Arlington hands the Thunderbirds their 11th loss of the season and their 2nd loss in WAC play. I'm Ryan Steinekert. Stay tuned, or tune in again for Southern Utah men's basketball next time they play Thursday, January 15th, when Tarleton State comes to town. Our pregame will start at 6 o'clock that Thursday night. Until then, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk with you again soon.